Do I think that Wuthering Waves is a Genshin killer? I think anybody who says like killer anything, especially in terms of like World of Warcraft or like Genshin, is being a bit disingenuous or being unreasonably hopeful. I don't think that it's a killer. It is, I believe it's Genshin competition is probably the more apt description. It's like, it's not going to end Genshin. I think the only way that Genshin ends is by itself, in and of itself. And what it will do, however, is I think it will most likely improve Genshin. Honestly, not just Genshin, but Wuthering Waves themselves as well. Because what people need to realize is that a monopoly is never good news for the consumer, right? That's you, the player, right? Because if there is only one supplier, only one company, they have no incentive to be better than they currently are. Having a competitor, on the other hand, incentivizes both parties to create a better product because they want you to choose them. Right, which is why it's not good to stand for either game. Kind of like the whole Apple versus Android argument. It should be like, yeah, Android for life, or yeah, Apple for life. It should more be like, yeah, Apple until they prove that their product isn't worth the money, right? Or it could be like Genshin until Wuthering Waves proves to be better for me personally, and it comes down to personally, right? Or Wuthering Waves unless they fall short on their promises and I end up feeling that Genshin is better personally. Right, because in a perfect world, let's say hypothetically, right, let's say like MiHoYo does something egregious, something really bad, like increase hard pity to 300 polls or something, and if everybody who played Genshin up and left at that very moment and went to Wuthering Waves, I think that when MiHoYo sees those numbers, they will revert those changes immediately. Right, now I know that's like an extreme example, right, but that's your power as the consumer. You dictate what they are forced to do or what they have to do depending on your actions as a consumer. That's your power as a consumer. You have to think of it in a way where you're aware that both companies are vying for your attention. They need you, your money, your time, and your efforts, right? And it's up to you to give it to the person or the company or the game who makes a product worth your money, time, and effort. The one that you enjoy the most, the one that you think is better. So whether you're a Genshin fan or a Wuthering Waves fan, both existing and competing with each other is in your favor, right? Like as gamers, you should be on each other's side and not the companies, because at the end of the day, gamers, we want a good game and we want to support the companies that give us a good game. And if the other company is not giving us a good game, we support the other company that is giving us a good game. That way, the previous company is more incentivized to actually give us what we want or what we would actually enjoy, right? Not just what's good for the quarterly reports that they have to submit to their shareholders, right? And that's really all that it is. Genshin fans should be happy that Wuthering Waves is a thing, because Wuthering Waves is competition, and Wuthering Waves fans should be happy that Genshin, or should still be hoping that Genshin still remains healthy and has a healthy player base, because having both up there and not having any type of monopoly on that genre, on that type of game, is and will always be good for the consumer.